Let it run a little bit. Don't shut it down. Let's bask in the glory of this wonderful music.
Yes, I
Yeah,
like that.
that's the opening music for Broker Talk. It's Thursday, and we're a weekly show that delivers the unvarnished truth about the real estate industry. Each week, we bring you guests who are experts in their fields, and this week's no slouch, and they'll break down the facts and deliver some solutions for you. I'm joined this week and every week with my co host, Jim Lowenstern, the broker owner, or what were you called earlier this week? The franchise something or other. But you're not.
Probably franchisor or
Yeah,
franchisee or something. It's an F word nonetheless. I'm just
it's an F word.
uh, Elon Musk this week became Techno King. I'm going to become RE King. Let's
Reeking.
go with that.
Reeking. Reeking.
Thank,
Yeah. I'm not so
thank you.
sure that works.
That's probably going to be something I
No,
have to think
that's,
a little
that's,
more
yeah.
about.
Yeah, yeah. But
But we don't just talk about real estate. Last week it was about Bitcoin. We talk about things that are important to you, the viewer and listener.
I thought you were pointing at me. Uh,
I'm pointing, period.
Yeah, you're just pointing. Well, the point about this show is that we're going to help agents understand how to be better agents. We've got Rebecca Huang with us, and from Castles Unlimited, she is a
I don't think you
dynamo.
pronounced Rebecca's last name correctly. It's
Rebecca,
Wang.
pronounce your
Wang.
last name.
So my last name is Huang,
Huang.
Huang.
So I put the U in there. I pronounce the U because I'm a stupid American, you know?
You
Huang.
can call Huang or Huang, doesn't matter. Whatever you feel comfortable.
As long as you're being called, I'll call you Rebecca if you don't mind.
Sounds good.
Um, so, Rebecca, you have been a real estate agent somewhere around 7 years. What were the interest? Why did you decide to become a real estate agent?
Okay, so I actually become an agent by accident. Um, that time I was still in school, and reason why I become an agent because I met a friend. Her name is Grace, and she was always so bubbly and happy. And
I know
um,
Grace. You mean Grace from Keller? Now she's not at Keller Williams. I know Grace. You're right.
yeah, she's actually my former classmate's mother. Yeah, so her name is Grace Xuan.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So um, and that time I was still in school. Um, when I met her, she seemed so bubbly, and I like her energy, and I like to, she just told me that she's in real estate, and I was like, oh, if she can do it, I can do it too. So that's why I become an agent too.
Well, it's this business is not for everyone. Not everybody can do it, but anybody can get a
Right,
license.
right.
What is your personal superpower? What makes you good at this?
My personal superpower. I think I have a lot of passions. Maybe reason why because I have a strong connection with the business. Um, back home, my family they built houses before, and I feel like um, we all self-employed from my family, so I feel like doing real estate it's like within my blood, and I have so passion and confidence. um, I like, I think having confidence is everything. um, so those are my superpower: passion with real estate and confidence.
I'm going to jump in. I think as an observer of Rebecca, her superpower is to create more hours in the day than anybody else gets. It's the only way it's possible that she can do all the things that she does. That's got to be your superpower, and I just want to know how you do it.
How do I do it?
So,
I
so
have a
Rebecca, if you would please start in the day. What time do you get up, and what are the first things you do? What's your process?
I usually like to get up around 8 o'clock. I would like to have a routine, like I would like to exercise because I like to have good energy. I think taking care of my health is important. When you have good energy, um, like I always want to feel great, feel pumped. Everything I do, I want to feel like exciting to do it. So I usually wake up around 8 o'clock. I exercise about 30 to 45 minutes, and then I will eat my breakfast, and then I will start my going. I will start my appointment around 9:30. I mean, like around between 9 to 10 o'clock.
Your
Yeah.
appointments, so you're going out to see people.
Yes. Yes. Or I will be following up with my clients, checking my emails. You know, calling my clients.
So how is it that what kind of an area do you work? Do you work in one town or do you work everywhere? How do you get your listings?
I would um I So right now, I would majority of my area are the South Shore area, like Weymouth, Braintree, Randolph. But I would go anywhere just within Massachusetts. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
go
I noticed you have a Malden, I think, listing
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
Malden too. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's
Malden
North
too.
Shore.
And I think you sold something recently outside of Worcester.
Outside of Worcester. Yeah, pretty much I go everywhere. Depends. Whoever gives me business, I would
I
I
think
would
it was in a town. I don't think I've ever seen
uh
a
I
sale on
think
it.
Athol.
uh
I just
No,
like to say that that name.
no, we had plenty of assholes.
I think
Oh, it was like,
Manson.
yeah, I
Oh,
think
I
something
see.
like,
Plymouth.
no, it
Oh,
wasn't
Plymouth
Plymouth.
is the
It's not
opposite
Plymouth.
direction.
Yeah, no,
Anyway,
Uh,
you are all over the
not in Plymouth.
place. So how are you getting those listings and those leads for those people? Because that isn't that's not one community. That's a number of communities.
Well, let's talk about individual listings that you have and how you got them. What's the process? How long have you worked with the owners, the sellers, to get the listing? Um, just how do you do it?
okay, so I would say 90% of my clients are from referrals, from my families, my friends, and the past clients. Um, when you do a good job, when you take care of them, putting them as putting their best interest as my best interest, that's when they will take care of you, give you referrals. So 90% of my clients are come from referrals.
Yeah, yeah. So, but you to get your referrals, I think that's what Jim and I were trying to get to, because at some point you're talking to the first person, um, someone that you don't know, unless that person came to you from someone who you did know. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes. So
Uh,
right now, I don't do any cold calling or door knocking. I'm just working with clients that I've been working with, or clients that through my past clients.
sure.
What
So,
about social media?
Yeah, so I just recently starting to get into social media ever since the pandemic COVID started. Before, I don't have a website. I don't use any of those like Facebook ads or Instagram ads. I I'm still trying to look more into it and hoping I can, um, you know, leverage the social media platform to create more leads. Yeah.
when you
So
were in school, what were you studying?
um, I study business management.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
real estate agents come from all different. I think you studied science, didn't you, Jim, of some
Nothing to
sort?
be a. I was in engineering school, but I was mainly pre med.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then after I flunked organic chemistry and genetics, pre-law.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I studied literature, but you would when you talk to 10 agents, every one of them had come from somewhere. It's rare. Well, both you and Jim started right in your college, right out of college. Um, it was a lot of years before I got to do it. It's a
Yeah,
great.
it's a fun business. You
a-
know, you
a-
get to meet.
it's fun. It's fun when it's fun. You do get yelled at. People do say mean things to you, but that's rare, and that happens in every business.
Yeah, it's a relationship business. You know, you get to meet a lot of people. Sometimes you just never know who you will meet. I have clients that, you know, they would um, like give you a present or like invite you for lunch. It's, yeah, it's fun. I'm having fun. Yeah.
There are, and some of that is cultural. You'll
Mm.
come into someone's house, and you have to eat something, or you have to leave with something, either a drink or something like that. I had one client that was sure that I liked beer, which I really don't, but she would give me a beer every time I was there, and um, uh, I had almost a whole case of beer running in my back of my car, and I thought I have got to get that out of there. I shouldn't
Well,
be.
that brings up a good question about being real and honest and authentic with the people you meet.
Mm.
Is it better to be the person they want you to be, or is it better in the long run? I mean, I've been doing it longer than you guys probably combined. Uh, is it better to let them know who you really are and not just be a real estate agent, but be a person who is providing a service, and let them know who you really are? Like, why should you have to drink beer, Larry, if you don't like beer? Just tell her, hey,
I actually,
tell her I was actually a raging alcoholic at one point and I can't touch beer.
well, in that particular case with that particular client, there was a language barrier. I only speak English and not that very well, and she spoke very, very little English. So I did explain it was easier to take it. Um, and if somebody hands you a cookie, you take it. I'm sorry, I'm a diabetic. I shouldn't eat this, but uh, I'm not personally a diabetic.
Well, what do you think, Rebecca?
Well, I think Larry has a good point. Sometimes depends on the culture, right? Where they come from. I know from some country they give you something. If you don't take it, it's insulting.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
to me, since I with me, I think I would like to be organic. You know, just be who I am. Let them know what's my working style, and it's always good to be real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
so.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Depends. But for me, I would
And
prefer
and, so,
to
and
be
sometimes you're going to
organic.
lose a client, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you're going to gain a friend,
Yeah,
by letting them know who you really are.
yep,
well,
yep.
um, let me ask you a different kind of question, Rebecca. You
Mm-hmm.
probably have agents like Grace helped you at the beginning. What would you tell a young agent? What would you tell them that they should do? It's their first 6 months of their career, and they came to you and said, Rebecca, I want to be as successful as you. What should I do?
Okay. Um, I think in order to do really well at something that you're doing, you have to have a strong passion for it, right? You have to have passion. For real estate, you want to do well, you have to have good time management. Um, you have to just follow up with your clients and be consistent. Sometimes we might get rejected, or when you talk to a client, they don't say yes to you right away, but you have to enjoy every process. Maybe they gotta say no from the beginning, and then if you can convince them to say a maybe, and after that, then a yes, it will just work. You just have to keep going and don't give up. Yeah.
Well,
If I can do it, they can do it too. Everyone can do
So
it if they like it enough.
when do you get time off? How do you schedule time for yourself?
Um, so I am trying to learn how to balance my personal life and my professional life too. Um, now I'm doing better than before. So now after 7:30, I try to slow down and not to call anyone or not to pick up any calls. And yeah, but this is the thing though. So during summertime is the prime time. So I would prefer to work as much as I can. And then in the winter time, I would prefer to like, go somewhere, take a vacation, recharge myself so I can come back and work harder. So to answer your question, I don't want to miss any of the prime time during summer and spring, but winter time, I'll slow down, like especially during those holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah.
Where do you go on
Yep.
vacation?
But um, somewhere warm. I like the beach. I like swimming. Yeah, I like to go to tropical places.
Who
Yeah,
doesn't?
yeah. But I like what I do. It's a lifestyle, and I don't I don't feel like it's working, because I like to talk to people, helping people out. Um, yeah, I really don't feel like it's work.
No, a lot of time it isn't. It's a very intimate relationship you have with your clients because you're there when they have. It's a very big financial obligation that they're working on, and that brings up a lot of passion, a lot of emotion, and we share that with them through that period. So you do have to really enjoy the people. Um, when we come back from our break, we're about to hear something new. Jim, what do you have to share with us today?
New client. Let's see. It is the reawards.com, founded in 2018 by the Academy of Real Estate Arts and Sciences. The RE Awards is now offering top real estate professionals a free listing and SEO enhancing links to their own websites for free. If you are a top real estate professional and want to be included in the RE Awards, go to the reawards.com and contact them today. The reawards.com is where you'll find the best RE professionals.
I
How was
think
that?
I think that sounded great.
So I got the job.
I think you're an RE Awards winner, aren't you, Rebecca?
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is. So that's
Of course she is.
the
Real Estate
RE
Awards.
Awards.
Yeah, reawards.com.
TheReAwards. Do it before midnight tonight, or even later, because it's the internet. Doesn't matter. Operators
Yeah.
are not standing
You
by.
you get a free rotisserie chicken too if you sign up today.
Oh, now you've said that. Yeah.
What's next?
What's next? How do you, I hate these kind of questions like where are you going to be in another 5 years? But after this season, right now, we're in an incredible season for listing agents. What do you think's going to happen when everybody has, nobody has to worry about this virus anymore?
Hmm.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Sure.
He's asking you. Let me translate. I'm the Larry translator. Larry's basically saying after COVID is over, in the future, when this is all over, where do you want to be?
Where do I want to be? Wow. Okay. So where do I want to be in terms of in the real estate world?
Yeah.
That's a really, really good question. I want to be able to, um, so I want to be able to help more people, maybe have a nonprofit organization.
Sure.
I feel like, to me, happiness is helping people. I
Yeah.
want to be able to have the ability to help more people in this world.
Sure. There are a
Yeah.
lot of people that do that, and I commend you. What kind of a uh, program would you run? What do you have any interest in that you would start some kind of a, for instance, I know an agent who lost her sister to drugs, and so what she has done is she has opened up a house to help teenage girls with drug problems. That's been her where she's put her money. What would you be?
I see. Well, I want to be
Can
able
can I
to.
answer for you, Rebecca?
Yes.
I know what you want to do. This is not something you want to talk about, but what you want to do is teach new real estate agents in the business how to be ethical whenever possible.
Yes.
I I
I
know.
like that.
Yeah, I know.
I like that. Yes, that's something I want to do too. Just keep educate other people how to how to do better in the in real estate. But at the same time, if going back to the bigger question earlier, I think eventually down the road, I want to be able to build houses like more like affordable properties to offer to people who cannot afford to live. How should I put it in this way? I just want to help more people, maybe like build some affordable houses for people down the road.
Sure,
That's what I want to do.
sure. There's a variety of ways that you can actually do that, Rebecca. In terms of the ethics and the Greater Boston Association of Realtors has a bunch of committees. Ethics committee is one of them. I've been on these committees. I'm on committees right now.
Let's
It.
talk. Let's talk about that for
Let,
one moment.
let me finish.
I
Let me finish
okay,
my
okay.
point.
Yeah.
Let me finish my point. Thank you. So it's a way to meet other people who feel the same way that you do. And in
Mm.
that way, you can grow what it is that you're doing by hearing other people's ideas. Go ahead,
Okay.
Jim.
Mm.
So Rebecca had a little run-in with a non-realtor office with a non-realtor realtor who in her back, and so Rebecca works for a realtor company. She's either a realtor or realtor associate. I don't know what, but is she protected in that case?
Yes.
She has
Yes.
some legal
Yes.
backing
Yes.
in the whole ethics thing.
Yes, she
That's good
does.
to know.
She has three ways that she can go: arbitration, mediation, or into grievance. We can talk about that
Mm.
afterwards. I was on
Sure.
those committees. So we
And
can.
I have
Mm.
a really big question for Rebecca.
Mm.
So, Rebecca, I know that a lot of your sales
Mhm.
turn into rentals. So you
Yes.
must be selling property to investors and then leasing them.
Yes.
In the process, how soon are you trying to lease the units? Is it when the offer is made, when the purchase and sale is signed, when the financing is done? It seems like you close deals and you're renting like almost simultaneously. It's like
Okay.
miraculous.
Okay, thanks for that question. Yeah, I do work with a lot of investors out there. Um, to answer your question, usually I will start advertising the property after it's closed because I don't think we have the rights to use their property to put it on the internet,
Right.
right? Unless they give us the right. But I usually to prefer after closing.
Yep.
And sometimes it's important. You have to know what you say. Um, like I was just told from a friend, he was like, "Oh, Rebecca can always rent out $50 to $100 more when it comes to rental." And I think it's important because sometimes when you meet someone, like back then, we always have to like do a showing physically, show up, and you just have to, present yourself and say the right thing. And majority of the time is like how you say it, know what you say. So I always want to help my clients rent out the unit ASAP because, like if you wait another month, that's like a couple $1,000s. So sometimes I would, like, hey, maybe I can maybe like say lower security deposit or lower a little bit of the broker fee. It's okay just to put my clients' best interest first, just to help them out, rent it ASAP.
Are you property managing those properties for them afterwards?
No, but I do want to get into property management someday soon.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Huh? You don't want? No,
I
not a
hope
good
not.
idea.
Oh, if you like 3 o'clock in the morning phone calls when it's 2 degrees outside and it's a Saturday night,
Oh.
yeah, sure. Because that's when heaters, furnaces stop working. They don't stop working in the summer so much as they do in the winter.
But
I
I'm
see.
sure what you'll do, Rebecca, is you'll have someone who actually takes those calls rather than you getting the calls,
There
because
you go.
it's going to be your company, so you'll have people to
Yeah,
do that.
I don't want any of those calls in the middle of
Yeah,
3 a.m.
yeah,
You're
no,
right.
not even in my own house do I want that. So, what other kinds of advice could you give a new agent? Be consistent, you said. Have a passion for your work. How do you learn different things? Because real estate involves architecture, electrical, plumbing, walls, carpentry. How do you learn all the things that you have to know?
I love that.
Oh,
Walls.
okay. Yeah. So I am actually a certified inspector. I've been become a certified inspector. Let me see. Back in
She has a diploma.
uh, 2016,
Oh,
January
yeah,
2016.
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
kind of cute. You had to
yeah.
go look at your wall.
Time flies. Wow.
Yeah.
The first
Almost
time
Whenever I
on our
met,
5 years.
show, we've never had someone look at their wall during our show before. The
Yeah,
first.
it's a
yeah,
reminder of myself, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I've been married a long time. Sometimes I have to take it off and look what year it was. I hope my wife isn't watching.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so I purposely decide to take the course and become a certified inspector just to get some knowledge, just to help out my clients. Yeah, yeah, and they say
Is
knowledge
that a
is
license?
confidence.
Is that a license in Massachusetts?
Oh no, I'm not licensed. I'm only certified. But
Larry,
when
do
I
you know
took,
if you need to have a
I
license to
don't
be a
I
home
don't think you
inspector?
need a license. I think it's certification is
oh,
what
you have
inspector.
to. I think if when you are going to write them a report and start charging them, you need to be licensed. But
I do see. I remember that now. Yeah, his number
mm,
or the number of the inspector is always on the bottom.
mm,
So
Yeah. It
that would
wasn't
be.
always that way, but I think in the last 20 years that popped up.
Well,
mm,
even, you can have a license and you can still be an idiot. There's those in real estate and in inspection and in appraisal you know, but there's also good people. So, working with somebody who's a discount person, if they discount their education or their knowledge, you're going to get what you
Ooh,
deserve.
we lost Rebecca for a moment.
No, she was back. She's back there. She was checking her schedule. She's
no,
multitasking.
I am using my phone, so my phone says that I am running low battery, but let me charge it. Here we are.
There you go.
Yep, there we go.
And all
Oh,
of a
we're coming
sudden,
to the end of the show anyway. Do we have another commercial to run this week?
would you like another commercial? We'll do one more commercial and we'll come back. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
When you are searching for a new home, you want to be working with a realtor with years of experience, a professional with intimate knowledge of the communities that you are considering moving to, and someone who really wants to represent you as a buyer in what is.
And we're back. For some reason, the ad didn't run.
We never left.
Yeah, I know. We never left. So,
Well,
no second ad for today.
I can read the same one twice.
thereawards.com.
Okay.
Go in and
Rebecca, you can give a little commercial. Your website, your phone number.
where can
all
we
your
find you?
contact information.
You guys can search me. For those who are watching, you can find me from my Facebook, Rebecca Huang, last name Huang. So for those who wants to find a house, you can give me a call, or if you want to sell or buy, let me know.
Excellent.
Multifamilies, condos, land,
Yes,
anything else?
everything.
Castles.
Yes.
Castles
Coming
Unlimited.
soon.
Well, big homes, little homes, whatever.
Yep.
Rebecca,
We'll find a way.
it's been fantastic to have you here this week. Thank you so much. Next week we're talking to who are we talking to? We're talking. He's written
John.
Filoni, and John has
Yep.
written a number of books about investing. Really interesting guy.
The fall of the House of V.F. Hutton, I believe.
Yeah,
Was, one of his, I read one of his books. It was just absolutely amazing.
So if you've liked our
allegory
show,
about a business. Yeah.
if you've liked the show,
and he's starting a new company. Yeah.
please subscribe or like and hit the bell, and you'll know that it must be Thursday because it's time for Broker Talk.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me.
It's a real pleasure.
Thanks,
so
Rebecca.
much.
Thank you.
You're a rock
guys.
star.
Yes. Bye.
Bye-bye.